Hello, friends and family. I'm Jen, and I want to talk about being still today. It's day 93, cycle 5, day 8. Welcome to my quest to crush aggressive diffuse large B-cell lymphoma, DLBCL. We're using the immunotherapy, chemotherapy, R-EPOCH to crush non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Thank you so much for joining me on the journey today. Let's get into it. So, my thought thing is finding the strength to be still. And it does require strength, in my opinion. So here's our quote for the day. Learning how to be still, to really be still and let life happen. That stillness becomes a radiance. Morgan Freeman. So, as you all know, if you've watched my playlist, and if you haven't, please join. Check it out. Movement really defines me as a patient, and if I'm honest, as a person. I really believe that in order to maintain your health, you have to keep moving. And even in the face of illness, I need to move some, not as much as I was, to keep my health at a certain level and prevent backslides. And so these last 2 days have been incredibly difficult for me. Because I have to just not move. I need to be still. And so I need to find the strength to be still. And that's what I'm talking about, the strength to be still. I recognize right now that movement is a detriment, right? When I move, I feel horrible, wrecked, right? My body is telling me in no uncertain terms, girlfriend, you need to get your butt in bed and no movement. 0, 0, 0, 0. So, that is my daily thought. Now, I know that stillness is easier for some than others, but I would argue that if you're just not moving, that's not being still, right? Sometimes you can not be moving, but be moving. Like your brain can be going, you could be into a million things. Stillness, truly being still and allowing your body to heal. Not moving, but in addition, being still. That is a very difficult exercise that I have employed for the last 2 days. And I did not do as good of a job yesterday as it turns out. Today, so far, my steps have been about half what my steps were yesterday. So I'm doing a better job being still. Quite literally. All right, so that's what I have. So how am I? You might be able to tell. I think I'm a bit better than yesterday, I would argue. I did spend the day in bed, as I mentioned, so let me pop up my steps here. You can see again, the vertical bars do represent 15 minutes, and you can see several times when I'm not moving at all. And then there were a few spurts where I got a few hundred steps, but most of the day was spent not moving. I didn't feel horrible. There was no time today when I just was like, oh my gosh, get out of the way. I have to get to bed and get me a vomit bucket. There's going to be problems. Did not feel like that today. But I also, you can see here, I didn't sleep in as late. I made an effort to get up, make sure I started hydrating, taking my pills. I started noshing, eating my porridge earlier in the day. It did still take me several hours. I'm going to say 4 or 5 hours to get through it. But I just took a bite here and there throughout the day. And I think that did help. As you know, when I eat steadily, that helps my nausea much more than when I don't eat. So I think that was my downfall yesterday, although I think day 7 would have been my downfall no matter what, honestly. I think I've already mentioned this a couple times, but I did notice definitively when I move more, I suffer more. So I've been very cognizant. My body is giving me very clear message, don't move. And I've been listening. Angel delivery, I got well wishes by card. Thank you so much. They were very heartfelt and uplifting. Doctor news, I did call about the tingling lips. They're not as bad today. They're there a little bit, but not crazy. And the doctor's office thinks it's not, well, they didn't say that, but they kind of did. They didn't mention neuropathy at all. What they mentioned was they think it might be an electrolyte issue. So they instructed me to drink more electrolytes. Like have electrolyte drinks or add them, that kind of thing. So I think I have some tablets somebody sent me early on, and I'll make sure to drink that today. Let's look at my to-do list. You might be surprised by this. Not. I rested. I hydrated. I watched some videos from my bed to improve my video editing skills. And I also did some additionally more videos to do some research on logos. I was looking at the Fiverr stuff, and that kind of has mixed reviews, and there's a couple other options. I was just looking at the other options and how much I want to spend and all that kind of stuff. So that's under consideration. My to-do must for tomorrow: rest and hydrate. And I have a to-do would love to do. I have a robotics meeting. Our fabulous young ladies are going to present tomorrow to the judges our program. So we have a meeting in the morning to prep them and rise them up, get them all revved up and ready to go. So I would really like to join that meeting. Whether I'm tired or not, I think it will be uplifting. And then I would like to crochet, but that's, again, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So that is on my list. I did not do charity miles again. The app is pinging me now. Come back and do some miles. I'm like, I can't even get out of bed, dude. Maybe tomorrow. In any case, we still have a team of 16, and collectively you've moved 754 miles. Great job, team. If you're interested in joining our team, the information is in the link down below. Do I have any other stories for you? Oh, so stay tuned. There might be a surprise today. I don't know if it's going to happen. So I think that I might be watching the Rutgers game later with Bill. So if I have a few hours that I'm sitting on the couch and I'm able to sit, then I may include a surprise in the video. So let's see if it shows up. Let me know if you know what the surprise is once you see the video. All right, so if you were able to join, just for story time, thank you so much for joining us today, and we will see you tomorrow. All right, let's get into daily symptoms and statistics. The nausea today was managed. I took the medication last night before bed. Today I took only the Pepsid, chewed a little gum, and I've been very careful with my eating. And so far it's been managed. It has not been intolerable. Overall, I think I mentioned earlier, I feel just a little bit better. So I'm taking that as a win. The mouth pain is there. The teeth pain is a little bit. The throat pain is yes. My weight came down to X5.1, which is over a liter. My fluid in was 88 ounces, which is 2.6 liters. My fluid out was 3.8 liters. So water weight, that's what came off of my body. Let me share some sleep pictures with you. Here you go. I don't know, they came up with this fancy new picture, so I'm sharing it. What can I tell you about this? So let me give you some words. Officially, last night I slept 6 hours and 20 minutes. The app detected an additional rest of 1 hour and 52 minutes during the day. But as you saw earlier, I basically was in bed all day. So I'm calling that an all-day nap. Whether I was actually sleeping or not, I was definitely resting my body. My movement yesterday was 3,400 steps, which is obviously a decrease from the prior day, but that's fine. That's what my body needed. And my vitals have been fine, although my heart rate has been elevated. I don't know, it comes and goes. Neuropathy, I have a bit on my fingers. Lips are a little tingly, but nothing like yesterday. I don't feel like I'm the big mouth talking like this. Hair loss is status quo. Skin is status quo. Nose clots is no. Night sweats is yes. Headache, no. Fatigue, yes. Red skin, no. And chemo brain, no. And that is all I have for you today. I think overall, if I were to summarize today, I would say a bit better than yesterday, and I'll take it. That's a win. And I'm very hopeful that tomorrow will be even better, and in the coming days that I'll be back to my new normal. But for now, just the fact that I'm not overwhelmed with the just survive, and I can think a little bit, I'm thrilled to death. On a side note, my new hub arrived today, and I plan to use it tonight for my video editing, and I will let you know tomorrow if I love it as much as I think I will. And that is what I have for you. So thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for joining me on the journey. I really appreciate all your love and support, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Oh, remember, every day is a gift. Live it.